Hi, my name's John Gilby, Business Development Manager at Signagelive, and today we are live on site visiting one of our existing customers, Lendlease. We're working towards building out a customer success story, which is really going to delve into the use case that Lendlease has, how we're looking to roll that out in other areas of the organisation beyond the corporate space, and speak to some really key stakeholders from internal communications, marketing, and IT.
Hi there, my name's Andrew Cricket, work for Lendlease. I'm the IT Digital Workplace Manager for Europe. I look after all the technology within all of our company spaces. That includes corporate offices, construction sites, and any other offices that we have around the UK and Europe. We use Signagelive mainly because of how easy it is to use. That was the main criteria for choosing Signagelive in the first case. We did go out and look at other platforms. We wanted to move to a solution that was cloud-based, easy accessible, and also we didn't have to invest in too much additional technology on sites with different players and external peripherals connected to TVs. The early inset of on-chip technology built into certain TVs like LG and Samsung really promoted it and made it a nice, easy platform to implement across our entire offices and all of our locations around Europe and UK.
Hi, I'm Amelia Lara Letterman. I'm the Senior Communications Manager for Europe here at Lendlease. So around 18 months ago, I was tasked with coming up with a new internal communication strategy for our European business. This was namely because we wanted to increase engagement, scores, and harness a greater sense of value amongst our people. So in considering how to do that, I proposed we had to communicate who we are, what we do, and why this is important and relevant to our people, creating a sense of belonging and ultimately a reason to invest and stay with our business. So the three focus areas I wanted to address that were formulated from the results of our people survey were contribution and meaning, by highlighting the progress and successes of our people and project achievements, the development of our people and our culture of care, while celebrating what makes Lendlease a great employer. The second one, customer triumphs, through celebrating and spotlighting customer successes, helping to build trust in our brand through regular and genuine updates that provide insight to how the business is performing, and again to showcase our accomplishments. And the third being aligned with purpose, by demonstrating the interconnectedness of our business functions, our sites, and our people, leveraging our brand and our strategy. So whilst building also on senior leadership's authenticity and relatability. So essentially, I had the what and the why that I wanted to communicate. I just now needed the how. So a key consideration was to understand what had worked historically from a comms perspective, what had landed with our people, and what had been engaged with, what had served its purpose. And this helped shift the focus from being heavily text-based delivered content to fast-paced visual. So by maximizing what we knew had an impact and considering industry trends, we knew we needed bite-sized quality content and needed to transition our comms offering to visual.
I'm Sarah, I'm the lead community manager here at Lendlease. When I've been using Signagelive lately, I find it very easy to log in, and one of the best thing and feature of it is that I can log in anywhere. So I can just use it from home if I'm stuck at home for whatever reason, and I can still manage my screens and see what they're broadcasting. So, that's quite helpful. One feature that I found out that blew my mind was instead of deleting from each playlist, that was a nightmare, I could just delete it from the main content and it would just disappear from everywhere. That changed my life.
We had a number of screens around the estate. I can't remember the actual whole scale of it. At the time, we had quite a lot of construction sites. We're talking about 2013, so we've been using it for some period of time. I say we had the previous on-prem equipment, and that was all server-based, and we needed to get rid of that type of technology and move to a system that was more flexible, and we didn't have to push digital signage across our network. So that was the main focus. And it's scalable as well, without having to employ lots of other, mentioned previously, lots of other technology and peripherals. Literally just go with our existing suite of technology, TVs, Sometimes we had to replace them because they didn't have all the technology built into them, but it's mainly the scalability and ease of adding new licenses without necessarily having to buy lots of new bits of hardware. Now, web triggers and other things that I've been made aware of on the Signagelive platform can align into that technology and allowing us to put alerts on screens that come from other events, so live events and things like that. So that was really what I was looking at, but also one of the key drivers has brought me to the web triggers. So in our corporate office where we're sitting today, we needed to get live TV onto our screens. And we was going down a traditional route of looking at technology that could do this for us. So there was lots of hardware we had to put on screens and other bits and pieces. And then just this moment of going, web triggers, that allows you to turn on different things on the back of Signagelive, HDMI input on capture cards. And it's just kind of, oh yeah, why don't we give it a go? So we got that part put in, got the web triggers livened up, and lo and behold, it works. This part of the office, we've got a number of booths that are bookable. So we was doing a manual booking process initially. What we've done is use the capabilities built into Signagelive for integration into Microsoft. These screens are running a playlist. The nice thing what we're using is ClickShare. So ClickShare brought on an integration working with Signagelive, which allows us to utilise the full capabilities of that little box. So now we've got our meetings shown on the screen using Signagelive without having to buy another piece of kit. One piece of kit does it all.
So the feedback on our digital signage provision has been fantastic. Some recent feedback was how our signage has helped create an inviting and welcoming office space, that it helps communicate useful and interesting information, and that it's super nice to see familiar faces being celebrated on our screens, or even beneficial to get to know other people and parts of the business that were previously unknown. I think anyone visiting our Paddington hub here would agree the space looks very slick and modern, and it is a true office of the future. Signagelive has definitely enabled us to provide the visuals to reflect that. Ultimately, my intention is not only to provide comms for our people that engage, inform, and inspire, but to deliver them in a world-class way and to really feel proud of their look and feel. So there are 33 screens in this hub alone. And the brilliance with new tech mediums is in fact the feedback loop that they provide. So you can ascertain and quantify engagement, which much of our previous technology didn't allow. So from there, we can truly assess the success of our comms and their reach.
So from an IT point of view, from support, once it's embedded and people have been suitably trained and brought up to a level to manage it themselves, the overhead for IT is very literally into licensing and adding new peripheral devices for guys. That's it. That's really the level we take. Now, Signagelive has got pretty much everything you need to do in there. You've got to invest a lot of time and effort to move to a different platform. And why? When you've got something that actually works and gives you all the functions you need within the business, and it's continuously being developed. There's new features, and it's up there with most of the rest of the market. Lots of things that we need to get access to, new apps for reporting, like Power BI. Those things are being added into it, and that opens it up to a whole new level of capability within the business. So, yeah, I think it's the only reason why it's going to move from Lendlease. And yeah, I would recommend it as a great platform for any other business that's looking for digital signage.
It was really clear when speaking with the Lendlease team that content needs to be informative, relevant, and engaging. Of course, they're visually focused, plus it needs to be easy to manage. Often, once implemented, stakeholders are from internal comms and marketing, so not a tech background, but great communicators with great content. The management of which needs to be quick and easy to deliver, often automated. And that's why it's absolutely fantastic to see Andy's implemented Signagelive Web Triggers functionality to deliver content in real time, simply at the touch of a button. Lendlease has really made use of Signagelive services to ensure their users receive dedicated, tailored training, whether that be to learn new Signagelive features and functionality or working to their standard, ensuring new starters have an understanding of how to use Signagelive from the very get-go.